Terrance, after that first game in the NCAA tournament, do you kind of feel like you guys have the nerves, the nerves kind of shaken off, and do you kind of feel like you guys are about to have some fun now?
Yeah, it felt really well, getting a win, and I feel like us winning really helped with that, and with the guys that did have nerves, and yeah, we're about to have fun, getting prepared for this game against Arkansas.
Can you just speak to what you were able to do in that contest in the second half? You had 10 points, coach, and some of your teammates, Kevin McCullough mentioned they were kind of working through you. Did you feel like you had the hot hand? And I guess what was that feeling like to help your team win like that?
We all knew I didn't play that well the first half, and like the team feeds off my energy, and I got going the second half, and they just kept coming to me, and I was able to produce for the team.
Last one from me. In terms of Arkansas, I don't know how much prep you guys have done so far, but just what do you know about them and what kind of challenges they pose for you?
We know they're a real scrappy team. They get out and run, and they got a lot of good players. We just got to be prepared to be in for a fight.
All right, let's go to Bob from Arkansas.
Hey, Terrence, how you doing? Looks like statistically anyway, and the times I've seen you guys play, you guys want to maybe control the tempo more against a team like Arkansas that really likes to get up and down. How do you see sort of that the battle of wills there as far as controlling the tempo? What are the challenges there?
We know Arkansas likes to get out and run, and we just have to manage to stop that, and limit their fast break and transition points. We know the last game they had about 34 points off turnovers, and we just got to try to take care of the ball and limit them getting out in transition.
Now, do you think you guys do a pretty good job of taking care of the ball, or how would you say you guys? I know the Big 12 is a really tough league. How would you say you guys have done against pressure this year, and what do you expect from Arkansas in that regard?
I feel like we did really well against pressure this year, minus the game against Baylor where we had 20 turnovers. But I feel like before that and after that game against Baylor, we really took care of the ball. And as of just like yesterday, we only had 8 turnovers, I believe, and we're just doing a good job taking care of the ball right now.
I just had one more. Have you ever been in Hinkle Fieldhouse? Just wondering it's a pretty historical venue, and I know Hoosiers was way before your time, but just wondering maybe you've seen that. What your thoughts are on getting to play in Hinkle Fieldhouse?
I actually haven't been in it, but uh, I'm honored to play in that stadium, arena, and I just can't wait to get there tomorrow and see how it is.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, let's go to Chuck from Dallas.
Yeah, I was just curious if you guys, I know you're just focused on the Arkansas game, but if you're keeping track of any of the other results from the tournament and you see some of the upsets, you use that as a little bit of a lesson here that, hey, anything can happen. And, we've got to be at our best.
Uh, yeah. After the game, after we won against Utah State, the guys that I was on the bus with, we were watching Ohio State and Oral Roberts game together, like on the phone, and we were just shocked that Ohio State lost, and that really showed us, like you said, that anything can happen in March, and you got to be ready to play each and every day.
And I don't know if you were aware of this or not, but since Coach Beard has been at Texas Tech in all the NCAA tournament games, nobody's outscored Tech in the second half. I was just curious what makes them good at making adjustments in the second half, or what makes you guys, you think, a better second half team?
I actually didn't know that the second half, but one thing I do know is coach and his guys, they're gonna have us prepared a lot, and they spent hours and hours on film, and they know how to make adjustments. And at halftime, they look at the stats and see where we're doing good and where we're doing bad, and they make a fix to it. And I feel like we did a better job with that against Utah. Bean had 8 rebounds the first half. Next half, he didn't have any. And that's an example right there. Us executing what they tell us at halftime.
All right, let's go to Eric Kelly.
I was just wondering, for you offensively, what has kind of allowed you to, what causes you to kind of be able to get into some of those grooves? Because it seems like even against Utah State, obviously the second half was a lot better, and it's been that way in a couple of the games. What about kind of getting into that flow of the game has allowed you to find yourself offensively?
Well, for like you said, for Utah State, at halftime, my teammates were just telling me, they need me, and I was just taking it all in, and we were all in this together. They held it down the first half, and I was able to come alive the second half and produce for our team. And they just kept feeding me, building up my confidence, and I feed off them, and they feed off me. So when I'm energized, they're energized. If they're making shots, I'm energized, rooting for them. So basically, like us feeding off each other, it's kind of what helps me.
And then for you, what's kind of cool about being able, or interesting about preparing for a team that you didn't know you were playing, 24 hours ago or so, and now kind of having to know how to beat them in another little over 24 hours?
I'm always feel confident with the coaching staff that we have because they always have us prepared for it. It doesn't matter how long we have to prepare for the team. I know they're gonna put in the work with film and have us ready for the game.
Ronald Clark, do you have a question for TJ?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, any other questions? Chuck, your hand's still up. Do you have a follow-up? No? All right, guys, we'll be right back with Coach Beer.